Welcome to Rooster TV, and today we're joined by our club president, Andrew Souter. Andrew, thanks for joining us.
Not at all. Thanks for having us.
No worries, mate. Well, first off, I think we'll start with the football, and a good win by the guys on the weekend against an improved Adelaide side. They had about 15 AFL players in their side, and our boys got a good start and had a really good finish in the last quarter into the win. Just your thoughts on the game?
Oh, it was tremendous. Really, having had a couple of losses early in the year, to have what was it, three?
4 in a row.
Four in a row. It's wonderful. It's great for our members. It's great for the players. We've got Sturt on the weekend, although that may be pushed back with this latest COVID thing. But nevertheless, we've got Sturt, and we're winning. So that's great.
Yeah, it has been a good little period for after you mentioned the start. I think we're 2 and 5 now. We've won 6 of our last 7 to put ourselves in a reasonable spot. So hopefully we can. Just hold our position in third or second would be great, and we can hit the finals with some momentum. But
I look forward to that.
That'll be great. So, and the reserves on the weekend went down. They just fought it out till 3/4 time, but couldn't quite get over the line. Westie's too good in the last quarter. But probably the more important things to get you on, Andrew, was just the little article over the weekend and some maybe an update for the members and supporters on the development plans that we've got in place, and you can enlighten us on where that's at and what's going to move forward from there.
No, thanks, Darryl. Look, it's a really important phase for us. We've been working on redeveloping our facilities for some years. Really speaking, it all started 10 years ago with the partial redevelopment of the Oval. Prospect Council had a lot to do with the pavilion turning from an old grandstand into the pavilion itself, but unfortunately momentum and funds dried up, and it's been a lovely gym and a nice place for the guys to train effectively for the last 10 years. They're pretty happy about all that, but with the emergence of women's football, the additional teams, the lack of green space, and frankly the lack of facilities here at our ground, it's come to a point where we almost felt left out, and we felt incumbent upon ourselves to go out and do something about it. And it goes back to a meeting that 2 years ago myself and Greg Edwards and Pat Hobby had, and we really just took a band-aid off of the greater $18-19 million project that's been kicked around for some time, which involves our co-tenants in the RSL and the cricket club, and that'd be wonderful if that got up. But as time passes on, we're just no further down the road with getting it over the line. With the change, with the last state election, we were kind of hopeful that we would see some money. Regardless of your politics, there was a bit floating around. We didn't get any of that, and so we just took a position 2 years ago that we would look at what we need as opposed to what we want, and what we need are ladies' change rooms. We'd like to, in order to get our ladies' change rooms, we need to redevelop slightly or move the furniture around a little bit, so to speak, in our current facilities layout in order to achieve what we need. So very loosely, that'll for those that know the layout of the facilities here at Prospect Oval, our kitchen next to our current function room downstairs, that'll turn into the ladies' change rooms, and that'll be state-of-the-art in effect, so with showers and bathroom facilities and training area and they get wrapped up before medical before the game and so forth. And adjacent that will be the new gymnasium, which comes down from the current pavilion, and the kitchen will transfer upstairs to an area up there, and then we'll cut a hole effectively in the wall, which will then allow our kitchen staff to be able to transfer food into the pavilion for our pre-game lunches and frankly during the week. So we're not just about trying to achieve change rooms. The byproduct of all of that is that it gives us an opportunity to actually give something back to the local community, and for you and for me who live in the area to bring your kids to have a meal one night a week, or I don't know about your family, but I know we like to go out as much as we can, but when you can. But it gives you options, and frankly, we haven't worked out when that's going to be. It might be Thursday to Saturday nights and open during the day, some other days, but it's a great opportunity for us to actually provide something else to ourselves and to the community, it's exciting times.
And just in regards to timelines and all that, where do we currently sit with the whole situation?
That's a very leading question, but a very topical one at the same time.
Quicker the better, hopefully.
Yeah, quite right. So look, we want to do it as soon as possible. It's as simple as that. So going back to 2019, when we had this meeting, Greg Patton and myself, we tore that Band-Aid off. We worked out very quickly that we needed about $1.5 million, and that was a number that was referenced in the paper on the weekend. And that gives us everything that we need here in terms of the change rooms and relocating the kitchen. And it sounds like a lot of money, but in construction terms, it's really not. But we've been clever in the way that we've, repurposing space. For example, using the kitchen for your change rooms, because you've got water, hot water, cold water, and waste in there. And if you're building something new or trying to change something that's old, that's where all of your money goes. And likewise, going upstairs with the kitchen, we've already got water and waste and so forth up there. And of course, the pavilion is what it is, and it's ready to go. So timing, we've already been out and gotten our 3 quotes. I'm happy to say that our preferred contractor is our long-term sponsor in Kennett Builders. John Kennett and his sons have been very good to us over the years, and it's nice to be able to give back. They do a great job, and they've been very, very good to us with their quotation. Timing, we're really deep right now in terms of our negotiations and so forth with the state government, OC, and Sport. I often get that around the other way. And the grants are being released about now, and we hope to have an answer, let's say, within the next 2 to 3 months. If all goes well, we'll be breaking ground in the off-season, and we will have some wonderful new facilities come our first game next year to be able to enjoy it.
Yeah, that'll be a massive asset for especially the women's program. I think we do really well at the moment to juggle the men and the women to come through and utilise the facilities, but for the women to have their own space will be a massive asset to that program and what Chrissy and the coaching staff are trying to put in place. So thanks for that update, Andrew. And we might just quickly touch on, I just pulled you out of a PG, President's Group meeting, just an appreciation comment from probably myself on behalf of the footy club, what the President's Group do for the football program. They run all the functions here at the footy club and the golf days and everything, and give the money to the football program to look after the players as best we can, to supply them with what they need to contribute to winning games of football. So anything you want to add to the PGs?
Well, look, thank you, because it's probably not widely known how much the President's Group does do for the football club. Our numbers dwindled somewhat 3-4 years ago, and it was mainly just due to the age of our members at that time. We set out and had a really aggressive marketing campaign, I guess, for new members, and we gave a lot back to get some new members, just lunches and open days. We had a barbecue across the road here in the Memorial Gardens. That was great. We did some, marketing on the back of the boys' training, warm-up shirts and so forth. Yeah. All those kinds of things. And it's really just so those that aren't in the President's Group are aware of what we do. And it's a bespoke group that, it costs a bit of money to join, but every single dollar that's earned and generated through the President's Group, as you know, goes back into the club. We don't benefit from that. There's certainly no free lunches or free drinks or anything like for the President's Group members. We all pay for our own attendance on a pre-game day. We have our golf days and all those kinds of things, and I think we generate somewhere in the order of $50,000 to $60,000 a year, which is no small sum. We were just talking a moment ago before you come in and grab me out of the meeting about future growth for the next year. I think we're at about 54 members now. We got as low as just below 30 only 3 to 4 years ago. So we're almost double, I guess, where we were. A lot further down the track than where we'd hoped to be 3 years ago. And we'd like to be able to double that number in the next 3 to 4 years. Remembering again that every single cent goes back to the club. So if anyone is at all interested in wanting to know a little bit more about the President's Group, by all means, if you see me around the ground, tap myself on the shoulder or Chris McSporran. If you don't know Chris, you'll hear him before you see him. And certainly one of the two of us would be more than happy, of course, along with the ladies at reception during the week, to be able to, I guess, share what we do, what it's all about, and where all the money goes. And the more the merrier. We're a very welcoming group, and we have some good fun generating money for the club. So.
Yeah. Now, thanks for that update, Andrew, and thanks for your time. It's much
Pleasure.
Appreciated. As you mentioned earlier, we're in the unknown at the moment. The guys are here on a Monday night they'll get some training done with their recovery. But as of 12 o'clock tonight, we are not able to train. So on a Friday, I think we'll get the next update. So possibly might not play this weekend. We'll just have to wait and see. But we'll have to, cross the fingers, and hopefully we can get through this little situation quickly, and we can get back out on the park and continue our momentum. So thanks again, Andrew. Thanks, everyone, and hopefully we'll see you at a game very soon. Cheers.